Welcome to the first episode of Artful Thinking with Nina. Why are we here? We are here because I've always had a deep love for creating, whether that's, painting, drawing, sketching, writing poetry, photographing, whatever it was, I was creating. And my art journey began, when I was very young. I pretty much kind of started doodling and writing, and all of my paperwork that I would turn in to school was always filled with doodles. And I wasn't sure if my teachers were too happy about that, but I kind of simply just didn't care. I'd be finished with my work and I would just start doodling on it. Not really thinking twice about it. It was kind of just what I was feeling. And as far as writing was always a huge outlet for me. I was always into poetry, I was always into writing stories, and a lot of it kind of came from, my own emotions and my own struggles that I was dealing with, mentally, physically, whatever that possibly was. My outlet was art. My outlet was putting something on a piece of paper and making it happen, or putting something in a snapshot frame and making that happen. So then we go into the biggest question. What is mindful art? Most of us have had an experience at some point being so immersed into art that we lose track of time. We ease into a focus. This is why that concentration, that flow, is the same experience when we're meditating. It's simply developing an awareness of your breath, your body, your thoughts, your emotions. And sure, you guys can probably deny the fact that, when you're creating, you're still thinking, you're still doing all these things, but really, you're just focusing on the flow that's coming onto your page, You're breathing, you're focusing on how your body's feeling. Your thought process can go really anywhere, and you kind of just try to hone down your thoughts and really analyze them. And then you start feeling a lot of different emotions, and sometimes those emotions come out on that piece of paper that you have. This is how we practice creative mindfulness. There's no focus on an end result. We are able to befriend and slowly change habits like negative self-talk, inner critique, perfectionism, and self-doubt that causes a creative block. Because I know I've dealt with this so many times that I never knew what I wanted to put on the page. But this doesn't mean you'll be perfect every time, and that is okay. It is okay to be upset. It is okay to be frustrated. But remember that bringing more acceptance and forgiveness to yourself and moving forward with the knowledge that you understand why you are feeling this way, and it is okay. And now we're going to take on some positive coping mechanisms to be able to work through that. So, by bringing curiosity and awareness, we open up so many possibilities, and we can change how we relate to ourselves, our creativity, and the world around us, because this is for everyone. You do not need to know how to draw. You don't need to know how to paint. You just simply need to have something in your hand and do something. Today, I wanted to start simple with a relaxation practice. Today, we create with music. If you want something more laid back, painting with music is a perfect way to let creativity flow, at least for me. I know this has been something that has always kind of just been my outlet, like I spoke before, and I usually play music in the background to really help me relax and kind of hone in on what I'm feeling for the day, what colors I feel like utilizing that really just speak to my emotions, and just laying something on the page and seeing what happens. Now, of course, there are some times where I'm actually planning out exactly what I'm painting, but when I'm feeling like I need some kind of release and I don't know what I want to do, I don't know where I want to be, but I know that I want to do something with my hands, I lean towards creating. And that's why I start painting. With this piece right here, I really don't know where I was going with this. It was kind of just a gloomy day outside, and you know how gloomy days happen where we kind of just want to cuddle up in a blanket, order a pizza, and call it a night. Instead, I wanted to do something different because I wanted to be able to make the most out of my day. Because lately I've been super, down in the dumps, exhausted, and just not wanting to do anything. And I wanted to make sure that I made little steps to get myself up and running again and kind of just getting those gears grinding, you know? So today I created with music and chose some colors that I felt resonated with me today, which was kind of like a mixture of like gloominess because, you know, the rain and it's cloudy and it's cold, but then I also wanted some kind of pop of color that wasn't too overbearing, but something that kind of like spoke up to me. So this is where it kind of led towards. And I used gouache for this piece and some pens, and here you go. So I hope to speak to you guys next time. Thank you so much.